Be me, Anon. In my room on laptop. Hear nothing. Ethan just materializes in my doorway, face like he's about to announce a Category 5 hurricane. He goes, "Hey." I look up. "If you're about to tell me the landlord raised rent again, I'm moving into the ceiling." He raises a hand like a priest about to deliver bad news. Worse? Cool. He steps inside and actually shuts the door. He clears throat. "My sister needs a place to stay." Blink once. "Okay." He stares at me like he expected screaming. I stare back like I expected details. We have a silent standoff over the concept of panic. I refuse to participate. "So," I say, "she can crash on the couch for a couple days." His face tightens. "Not the couch." I lean back. "What do you mean, not the couch?" He says it. "She needs a room." I hold eye contact. "Ethan, we have 2 bedrooms. One is yours, one is mine. Unless your sister is planning to live in the fridge, there is no room." He nods like he trained for this moment in the mirror. "She'll take my room." Pause. "You're giving her your room?" "Yes." "Why?" His jaw does that stubborn thing. "Because she's my sister." That's not an explanation. He exhales through his nose like a bull trying to remain civilized. Her housing situation got messed up. Not her fault. She's handling it, but she needs time. And that's when it clicks. Ethan isn't dramatic. If he looks like this, it's real. I lower my voice. "What happened?" He looks away for half a second. "Her roommate bailed. Lease is a mess. Landlord wants money now. Parents offered to let her move back in, but..." I finish it for him. "But she'd rather wrestle a bear." He nods immediately. "Exactly." I rub my jaw. "How long?" He hesitates. "A few weeks, maybe a month." Brain starts speed running the math. Bills, space, boundaries, my love for peace and quiet. The way my apartment will now have a 3rd human in it. Look back at Ethan. "Is she working?" His eyes flick up. "Full time." "College too?" Tight nod. "Yeah, that hits. Someone doing college plus full-time work isn't asking for help for fun." I lean forward. "Okay, she can stay." His shoulders drop in visible relief, almost annoying how much that mattered. Then he instantly snaps back into overprotective big brother mode like it's a superhero suit. "Good," he says, "because there are rules." Deep sigh. "Here we go." He raises one finger. "Rule 1, you don't flirt with her." I stare. "I don't flirt with anyone in our kitchen." He ignores that completely. "Rule 2, you don't date her." I laugh once. "Ethan, relax." Rule 3, voice rising, "You don't even think about..." I cut him off. "Stop." He blinks like I unplugged him mid-speech. I stand, step closer, keep my voice calm. "Ethan, your sister is an adult. I'm an adult, and I'm not an idiot. If she's moving in because her life is unstable right now, I'm not going to be the guy who complicates it." He stares like he's trying to detect lying with sonar. I stare back. Eventually he nods once. "Good." Then he adds, "Also, she's hot." Blink. "What?" His face reddens a little. Not in a weird way, just objectively attractive, and guys are... guys. I stare harder. "You just called your sister hot." He throws hands up. "I'm warning you, don't make it weird." "I wasn't. You did." He points at me. "Promise." "I promise," I say. "I will not make your sister's life harder." His eyes narrow. "Promise you won't do anything." Slow exhale. "I promise I will treat her with respect." He holds the stare one more second, then finally eases. "Okay, she's coming tonight." I freeze. "Tonight?" He grins. "Yeah. You didn't think to mention timing earlier?" Shrug. "Didn't want you to overthink." I'm already overthinking. He starts to leave, stops in doorway for bonus threat DLC. "And if I catch you looking at her weird..." "I won't." He narrows eyes anyway. "I will make your life miserable." I smile politely like a hostage negotiating. "Noted." Door shuts. I stare at it, then stare at my laptop like it has answers. It does not. 8:07 p.m. Front door opens. Hear Ethan in hallway. Then a second voice. Tired in the way only overworked people can sound. "Just put it there," she says. I stand up. Tell myself, be normal. Tell myself, be a grown man. Tell myself Ethan's "she's hot" comment is stupid and irrelevant. Evelyn steps into the living room, suitcase in one hand, backpack in the other. Brain immediately blue screens in the most embarrassing way possible. She isn't trying. No dress up, no makeup, just simple top, jeans, and that fresh-faced kind of beauty that looks unfair under fluorescent apartment lighting. She smiles politely. Hi, you must be Anon. Swallow once. Force voice steady. Yeah, you're Evelyn. She nods. Ethan talks about you. I glance at Ethan. Ethan gives me the look that says, do not breathe wrong. I look back at her. All good things, I hope. She smiles. Mostly complaints about your protein powder. I stare like I've been accused of crimes. My protein powder has never hurt anyone. Her eyes warm. That's what they all say. Feel a smile tug at my mouth anyway. And immediately Ethan steps between us like a human privacy screen. Okay, he says too loud. Moving in, great. Evelyn, your room is ready. She blinks. Your room. Ethan nods. Yes. She frowns slightly. Ethan, I told you I don't. He cuts her off. You're not sleeping on the couch. She hesitates, then softens. Okay, thank you. Ethan exhales like he just defused a bomb. She looks back at me. Thanks for letting me stay. I nod. It's fine. You're here to get back on your feet. She smiles again. Good. She shifts suitcase, casual tone like she's discussing groceries. I work mornings. I'll be out early. I won't get in the way. I raise brows. Full time, right? She nods. Yeah, I'm trying to fix this fast. Instant respect. Ethan claps hands once like a drill sergeant ending orientation. Great, everyone's on the same page. No weirdness. Evelyn glances at him. No weirdness about what? Ethan coughs. Nothing, just normal roommate stuff. Evelyn looks at me, amused. Is he always like this? I keep face calm. Yes, he's very protective. She smiles softly like she already knows. She carries suitcase toward Ethan's room. As she passes, her sleeve brushes my arm. Barely, accidentally. My body still files a report. And of course, Ethan notices my face noticing. He stops in hallway and stares with deadly seriousness. I mouth silently, I'm not doing anything. He mouths back, don't. Door closes. Silence. I exhale slowly. Tell myself it's simple. Temporary. Boundaries, adult behavior. Set phone down. Stare at wall. Realize with perfect clarity, Ethan's rules won't be hard because Evelyn is trouble. They'll be hard because she isn't. Next morning starts with the sound of someone being responsible, not me. 6:12 a.m. Hear quiet movement in the kitchen, quiet enough to be considerate, loud enough to wake me up anyway because this apartment has the sound insulation of a paper cup. Shuffle out half awake, hair destroyed, wearing yesterday's t-shirt. Find Evelyn at the counter making oatmeal. She looks up. Morning. Cheerful in that restrained way people get when they slept 5 hours but refuse to admit weakness. I nod once. You're up early. She shrugs. Work starts at 7. I blink. You're commuting too? 40 minutes, she says. I look at the clock, then at her. You did this for how long already? She stirs oatmeal, calm. A while? Then Ethan stumbles in, sleep pants, pure annoyance. Looks at Evelyn, then at me. Freezes. Because her hair is pulled back. Should be neutral. Somehow makes her look sharper, cleaner, more awake, more everything. Ethan clears his throat loudly and steps between us like he's blocking a sniper. Evelyn, remember the rules. Her eyebrows lift. What rules? He points at me. The roommate rules. She stares. Ethan, I've been here for 12 hours. He nods. Exactly, 12 hours too many. I sip water and mutter. He's fine. Evelyn glances at me, amused. Is he always like this? Yes, I say. It's chronic. Ethan ignores us and starts rummaging the fridge. Evelyn holds up her bowl. Do you want some? Ethan stares. Do I want oatmeal? She nods politely. He sighs. Yes. She gives him half without complaint, then eats standing up. I watch that for a second. She isn't playing cute, isn't trying to impress, just doing life at full speed. Ethan notices my attention, snaps fingers in front of my face. Eyes, he says. I look at him. I'm literally looking at oatmeal. He narrows eyes. The oatmeal is attached to my sister. Evelyn blinks. Ethan? He turns to her instantly softer. What? she says, calm. Stop acting like I'm a rare painting. Ethan opens mouth, closes it, mutters, fine, walks away. Evelyn watches him go, looks at me. He's stressed, I nod. He's always stressed. He just picked a new theme. She smiles slightly, checks phone. I have to go. She grabs bag, keys, heads to door, then pauses, turns back. Thanks again, she says, like she means it. I keep voice steady. You don't need to thank me every day. She shrugs. I do. She leaves, apartment instantly quieter. Ethan comes back out suspicious, looks at the door, then at me, then at the door again. You okay? He asks. I stare. Why wouldn't I be? He narrows eyes. You're smiling. I wipe my face like it's evidence. No, I'm not. He points. You were. I wasn't. He sighs. This is going to be a problem. It's not. He stares harder. I stare back. He nods, unconvinced. Good. Walks away muttering. No weirdness. At work, try to focus. I really do. But every time I think about Evelyn, brain does something annoying. Stops thinking about her looks, starts thinking about her schedule. That kind of tired. That kind of stubborn that doesn't ask for help easily. And the worst part, the way she says, thank you. Around lunch, Jake slides into the chair across from me. So, he says. I don't look up. No. Jake nods. Yes. I sigh. What? He grins. Your roommate's sister. I keep typing. Not interested. Jake leans forward. That's what men say right before they become interested. I glance at him. I'm not doing anything. He holds up a hand. Didn't say you were. I'm just saying she's famous now. I frown. Famous? He nods. Ethan told our group chat you're housing his sister. Then someone looked her up. Then someone showed someone. Now, half the office knows you live with a woman who looks like a magazine cover. I stare. Why would anyone look her up? Jake shrugs. Because men are weak. I sigh. That's stupid. Jake nods. Correct. Then he adds, also, you're weak. I lean forward. Jake. He grins. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't answer. He sits back, satisfied. Exactly. That night, Evelyn comes home late. I'm in living room reading. Front door opens quietly. She steps in. Bag on one shoulder. Hair a little messy. Face tired. Kicks shoes off. Notices me. Oh, hey. Hey, I say. Long day. She laughs a little. They're all long. She starts toward hallway. Stops. Looks at kitchen, then back at me. Do you cook? She asks. I raise a brow. Yes. She hesitates. I'm trying not to spend money on food, but I'm bad at meal planning. I set my book down. I can help with that. She blinks. You would? Yes, it's not hard. Her expression softens in a way that makes my chest tighten. That would be nice, she says quietly. Then she clears her throat. I'll pay for groceries, she adds fast. I stand. We'll split basics. You're not a guest. You're living here. She nods slowly, then smiles for real. Okay. And of course that's when Ethan walks out. Looks between us, me standing, Evelyn smiling, the air being too calm. His eyes narrow, like he's detecting a gas leak. What? He demands. Evelyn blinks. What? He points between us. Why are you smiling at him? Evelyn frowns. I'm smiling because he offered to help me meal plan. Ethan stares at me like I just proposed. You're meal planning, he repeats. I nod. Yes. Ethan leans closer to Evelyn, whispers. He's manipulating you. Evelyn stares at him. Ethan, he's offering chicken and rice. Ethan whispers. That's how it starts. I rub my forehead. Ethan, relax. He points at me. No. Evelyn sighs, tired, then says the one sentence that hits his weak spot perfectly. You're a good brother, but you're overdoing it. Ethan freezes, because he can't argue with that without proving her point. He huffs and walks away. I'm not overdoing it, he mutters. Evelyn looks at me, amused again. Sorry, I smile. Don't be. She heads to her room. As she passes, she says casually, Good night, Anon. I answer without thinking. Good night, Evelyn. Door closes. I'm alone in the living room, and it clicks again. The problem isn't that she's hot. The problem is she's good. And I promised Ethan I wouldn't complicate her life. I plan to keep that promise. Just don't know how long my self-control survives living across the hall from her. Monday, walk into hallway with laundry basket. Bathroom door opens at the exact wrong moment. Almost collide with Evelyn. She's wearing a hoodie and shorts. Normal clothes. My brain immediately blue screens anyway. Woman in your apartment, close range, do not be weird. Alarm goes off. Step back so fast I almost drop the laundry. Evelyn blinks at me. You okay? Panic. Yes, say it too fast. Improvise. Laundry tried to kill me. Evelyn smiles. Right, she says. Walks past like nothing happened. Ethan picks that moment to open his door. Looks at my face. Looks at Evelyn's back. What happened? He asks. Nothing, I say. Evelyn calls from down the hall, casual. Ethan, I'm going to work. Ethan instantly enters protective brother mode like a transformer. Okay, he shouts. Text me when you get there. Evelyn replies, deadpan. I'm 21. Ethan replies louder. Text me anyway. Then he looks at me with the seriousness of a priest warning me about demons. Don't even breathe in her direction while I'm awake. I stare. While you're awake, he nods. When I'm asleep, I can't protect her. I maintain eye contact. That's not how reality works. Ethan ignores me and shuts his door like a movie villain. I stand there holding laundry, whisper. I hate this apartment. Midweek, Evelyn's temporary stay has a rhythm. Comes home late, goes straight to her room, leaves early with coffee, keeps her stuff neat, doesn't invade space, is basically the perfect roommate, which makes it worse. I can't tell myself she's trouble. She isn't. The only trouble is my brain doing unnecessary math at 2 a.m. Also other problem. Evelyn genuinely does not seem to know what she does to people. One night she comes in, drops bag, looks in fridge. We're out of milk, she says. I'm on couch. Yeah, I'll grab some tomorrow. She nods. Thanks. Then she reaches into the cabinet for a mug, stands on her toes. Normal movement. But my brain stops running like the hamster just retired. I stare for half a second too long. Hear Ethan's voice behind me. Anon. Slowly turn. Ethan is in the hallway holding a glass of water, eyes narrowed. What? I ask. He points at my face. Your eyes. I frown. My eyes. He nods. They were doing things? I stare. My eyes were seeing a mug. His jaw tightens. You were seeing my sister. Evelyn turns slightly, confused. What's happening? Ethan instantly switches to friendly normal human and smiles at her like he isn't clinically insane. Nothing, he says. Just roommate stuff. Evelyn glances at me, maintain calm. Ethan thinks I'm going to flirt with your mug, I say. Evelyn pauses, then laughs. Ethan's eyes go wide. He looks at her, then at me. Evelyn shakes her head, still smiling, carries her mug to the sink. I'm going to shower, she says. Walks down the hall. Ethan waits until her door closes, then turns to me and whispers, Why is she laughing at your jokes? I blink. Because I'm funny. He points like I'm on trial. No, because she likes you. I stare. She doesn't. He nods like I'm naive, and he is a war veteran of romance. That's what you think. I exhale. Ethan, she's exhausted. She's being polite. He leans closer. Polite people don't laugh. I stare harder. That's not true. He keeps the stare. You're losing. I'm not losing, I say. He steps back. You're already defensive. Walks away. I stand there annoyed and slightly unsettled. 2 days later, Evelyn comes home looking worse than usual. Doesn't say much. Drops her bag, goes to kitchen, opens fridge, stares, closes it again. I'm watching from couch. Long day, I say. She nods once. Bad day, she corrects. Set my book down. Want food? She hesitates. Then, quiet. I'm trying not to spend. Nod. I know. I'll cook. You can just eat. It's not charity. She looks at me. Small nod. Okay. Go to kitchen. Start cooking something simple. Chicken, rice, vegetables. Nothing fancy. Just fuel. Evelyn sits at the counter, shoulders slightly hunched. She looks smaller when she's tired. I don't push her to talk. I just cook. After a few minutes, she says quietly, I hate asking for help. I nod, eyes on the pan. Yeah. She blinks. That's it? Glance at her. You want a speech? Her mouth twitches. Maybe. Back to cooking. Asking for help doesn't make you helpless. It makes you strategic. She stares at me like I just handed her a new language. Then she smiles slightly. That's a very you answer. I shrug. I'm consistent. She looks down. My parents keep texting. I don't flinch outwardly. Yeah, her voice tightens. They want me to move back. You're not going to, I say. She looks up fast. How do you know? I meet her eyes. Because you're working full-time while in college just to avoid it. She holds my gaze, then nods slowly. Yes. Silence. Then she asks softly, Do you think I'm being stubborn? I answer honestly. I think you're protecting your peace. Her expression softens. Quiet. Thank you. The words hit heavy. Ethan walks in right then, sniffs the air like a bloodhound. Chicken, he says. I nod. Yes. He glances at Evelyn. You okay? She nods. Yeah, Anon cooked. Ethan looks at me like I bribed a judge. You cooked, he repeats. I nod. Yes. He stares harder. For her? I keep calm. For anyone who lives here. His eyes narrow. You never cook for me. I blink. You eat cereal for dinner on purpose. He opens mouth, closes mouth. Factory reset. Evelyn smirks at him. Ethan's face tightens like he swallowed a lemon. He looks between us, suspicious, sits down, muttering. I hate this. Evelyn, innocent. Hate what? Ethan glares at the table. Nothing. I serve plates. We eat. And for the first time it feels less like an arrangement and more like a small, strange home. Which is a problem, because I promised Ethan I wouldn't complicate Evelyn's life. And now I'm starting to suspect Evelyn might be the one who complicates mine. Friday night, I get home first. Ethan isn't back. Apartment is quiet enough to hear the refrigerator. Keys down, shoes off, halfway deciding what to cook. Phone buzzes. Ethan, Evelyn's coming home late. I stare at the message. I do not respond. Evelyn comes home after 10. Door opens quietly. She steps in slower than usual, like her body is on 3% battery. Shoes off. Bag down gently. Stands facing the wall for a second. Just tired. I stay on couch, keep voice calm. Hey! She turns head slightly. Hey! No smile this time. She goes to kitchen, opens fridge, stares, closes it again, leans on the counter. I wait a beat, ask the simplest question. You eat today? Her shoulders lift in a small shrug. Kinda. That is not an answer. I stand, walk to kitchen, stop at respectful distance. What happened? I ask. She doesn't look at me. Nothing, she says, which means something. I nod once. Okay. She finally glances over. Okay? I keep tone steady. You don't want to talk, I won't push, but you're going to eat. Her mouth twitches. She wants to argue but doesn't have the stamina. I can eat later. No, I say, now. She stares at me, then quiet. You're bossy. I'm helpful, I correct. She looks away, but her shoulders loosen a little. Fine, she mutters. I pull out ingredients, start cooking something warm, nothing complicated. While I work, she stays at the counter, silent, hands wrapped around a glass of water she isn't drinking. After a few minutes, she speaks so quietly. My manager kept me late. I nod. Of course. Her fingers tighten around the glass. He acts like I owe him because he gave me hours. I keep eyes on the pan. You don't, she says, flat. I know. Pause. I told him no to something. I look up. Good. Small, tired laugh. He didn't like it. I go back to cooking. He can cope. Quiet again. Then she asks, softer, Is it stupid that it still gets to me? I don't hesitate. No. She swallows. I don't add extra words. She doesn't need a lecture. She needs normal. Food finishes. I plate it, set it in front of her. She stares at it like it's a gift she doesn't deserve. Eat, I say. She obeys. First bite. Her shoulders drop an inch. Second bite. She finally looks at me. Quiet. Thank you. I lean back against the counter. You're welcome? She stares at her plate, then says something that makes the room feel smaller. I don't like being dependent, she admits. I keep voice low. You're not. She looks up. I'm living here because I need to. I meet her eyes. And you're working full-time to not need it for long. That's not dependence. That's a plan. She holds my gaze. Slow nod. Like that phrasing finally clicks into place. Okay, she whispers. Her eyes stay on mine longer than usual. I don't look away. I should. I don't. Her voice comes out smaller. I didn't think anyone would help me without making me feel stupid, I answer honestly. I know. Her brows pull together. How? I shrug. Because you try too hard to never need anyone. People learn that. They let you drown quietly. Her expression softens in a way that hits my chest. She sets her fork down. Then she stands. She walks around the counter, stops in front of me, close enough I can smell her shampoo. She looks up at me, quiet. I feel safe here. Words are simple. I swallow once. You are safe, I say. Her hands hover near my shirt, unsure. Then she touches my arm, lightly. My brain goes perfectly still. I look down at her hand, then back at her face. My voice comes out lower than usual. Evelyn, I say, warning myself and her at the same time. She doesn't pull away. She whispers, I know. I stare for a beat too long. Then I lean down slowly enough she can stop it. She doesn't stop it. We kiss. I feel her relax. Then reality hits like cold water. Ethan, the promise, her situation. How tired she is. How vulnerable this moment could be. I pull back first. She freezes immediately, eyes searching my face. I keep my voice steady. I shouldn't, I say. She swallows. Because of Ethan. Because of everything, I answer. Her gaze drops. I hate it. I hate seeing her look like she did something wrong, because she didn't. I gently lift her chin so she looks at me. You didn't do anything wrong, I say. Her eyes are glossy but controlled. Then why stop, she whispers. Because if I don't, I'll ruin your life. Don't say it. Say the truth that doesn't insult her. Because I respect you, I say. And I'm not going to take advantage of you being in a hard spot. She stares at me, then nods once. Okay, she says quietly. She steps back. I let her go. It feels like ripping my hand off a warm surface. She picks up her plate, carries it to the sink carefully, then glances back, forcing a small smile. Good night, Anon. Good night, I reply. She goes to her room, closes the door gently. I stand in the kitchen, still feeling the ghost of her touch on my arm. 5 minutes later, Ethan comes home, walks in, tosses keys down, immediately looks at me. Why do you look guilty? He asks. I keep my face neutral. I don't. Ethan narrows eyes. You do. I stare. Long day. He watches me like he's waiting for a confession, then grunts. Good, because remember, no weirdness. I nod once. No weirdness, I say. Ethan walks to the fridge, and I stand there feeling my self-control hanging by a thread. Knowing two things at the same time. I did the right thing, and I don't know how long I can keep doing it. It's Saturday, trying to have a normal morning, making coffee, minding my business, valuing silence. Ethan enters the kitchen. Ethan is in a good mood. He just says so, like he's a prosecutor. Don't even look up. No. He leans on the counter like he pays rent with audacity. Yes. Pour coffee extra slow. He smirks. How's it going? It's coffee. It's going into my body. He shakes his head. Not the coffee, he says. The apartment. Finally look at him. The apartment is still standing. His eyes narrow. And Evelyn. Stare at him. What about Evelyn? He watches my face like I'm hooked to a lie detector, then goes quiet. You've been acting controlled? That's my personality. He nods. Yeah, which is why it's suspicious. Blink. How is being normal suspicious? He points at me like I'm the criminal. Because normal men are not normal. Exhale. Ethan, you need a hobby. I have a hobby, he says. It's stopping you from ruining my family. Your family isn't a fragile antique. He leans closer, dead serious. My sister is in a hard situation. Tone sharp now. I know. He pauses, softens a fraction. Good, just don't make it worse. Nod once. I won't. He narrows his eyes again because he can't help himself. Promise. I promised already. He nods, walks away satisfied. I sip coffee and stare at the wall. Do not feel like the winner. Evelyn doesn't come out much that morning. Hear her door open once. Quiet footsteps. Bathroom door closes. I stay in the living room. Don't follow because I'm not chasing her. Around noon, she finally comes into the kitchen, laptop tucked under her arm, hair tied up again. Looks tired but focused in that I can't afford to fall apart way. She sits at the table, opens laptop, glance over. Homework, notes, budget spreadsheet. She's running her life like a war room. She doesn't even look up when she speaks. I'm trying to find a cheaper place. Keep voice neutral. Any luck? She shakes her head slightly. Not really. Nod once. Okay. She pauses, looks up at me, holds eye contact a second longer than usual, then looks away fast like it was an accident. I don't move, don't react, don't want Ethan's paranoia to be correct. But last night is still under my skin. That kiss wasn't a mistake. It felt like a warning. Evelyn closes her laptop, rubs her forehead. My manager texted me again. Straighten. What did he say? She hesitates. Nothing illegal, just pressure. Pressure is still a problem. Keep tone steady. You don't owe him anything. She nods. I know. Then, softer. It's just exhausting to fight all the time. I move to the stove without thinking. You eat. She blinks. I ate earlier? That was probably a granola bar. Her mouth twitches. Caught. Maybe. Start cooking again. Because it's the one thing I can do that doesn't feel like crossing a line. She watches me for a moment, then quietly. You don't have to do that. Don't look at her. I want to. Too honest. Room goes still. I keep cooking because my hands need something to do. Feel her gaze on me like heat. After a beat, her voice careful. About last night, stomach tightens. Don't stop moving. Yeah. She swallows. I'm sorry if I... Cut in immediately. Don't... Look at her. Don't apologize. Her eyes search my face. I didn't stop because you did anything wrong, I say. I stopped because I'm trying to not be selfish. Her voice comes out small. Is it selfish if I wanted you to keep going? Freeze internally. She doesn't look bold. She looks sincere. Keep tone low. Evelyn, you're in a tough spot. You're living here. Your brother is right down the hall. I don't want you to wake up later and think you traded something for stability. Her jaw tightens. I didn't trade anything. Hold her gaze. She continues, steadier now. I work full-time. I go to school. I'm not here to be rescued. I'm here because it's temporary and it makes sense. Don't interrupt. She doesn't look away. And last night, she adds quietly, I wanted that. Not because I was tired, not because I was stressed. Because I wanted you. The pan in my hand suddenly feels too hot. Set it down. Voice comes out rougher than intended. You're making this hard. Her mouth twitches, almost a smile. Good. One word. She stands up slowly, walks closer, stops right in front of me. Too close. Her voice drops. If you're worried, I'll regret it. I won't. But I will regret being treated like I don't know my own choices. Swallow. She's right. Lift a hand, rest it lightly at her waist. You're sure? She nods once. Yes. Hold her eyes for a beat. Then I kiss her again. She leans into me like she's been waiting all day. Turn off the stove without looking, because we're not eating right now. We move toward my room without talking. No rushing. Just two people choosing a moment. Door closes quietly behind us. And we're having a great time. Later, the outside world exists again. Check the time. Blood turns cold. Ethan will be home soon. Evelyn is lying next to me, hair messier, face softer. She looks at me and smiles slightly. What? I ask, her eyes warm. You're thinking too loud. Rub my face. Your brother. Her smile doesn't fade, just gets more realistic. He'll be mad. Nod. Yeah. She glances at the door, then back. But he'll survive. Study her. You're not scared of him. She shrugs. I'm tired of being told what I'm allowed to want. Exhale, half impressed, half doomed. Front door opens. Keys, footsteps, Ethan humming. Evelyn's eyes widen slightly. Sit up fast. Okay, I say. We need to be normal. She nods, already grabbing her hoodie from the floor. We move fast but quiet. She slips into the hallway. I follow a few seconds later, trying to look like I've been doing something innocent, like taxes or reading terms of service. Ethan is in the kitchen opening the fridge, glances at me casually. Hey, where's Evelyn? Brain goes into emergency mode. Say the first thing that sounds normal. Shower. Ethan nods. Good, she needs rest. Then he pauses, sniffs the air, his eyes narrow. You cooked! Keep face neutral. Yeah. He stares harder. Why do I smell food if the stove is off? Hold his gaze. Meal prep. He squints. Meal prep? Yes. His eyes narrow further. Then he looks at my shirt, small crease at my collar. Nothing obvious. Then he looks at my face. You look satisfied, he says slowly. Blink. That's insane. He takes one slow step closer. Anon, he says quietly, did you do something? Hold the stare. Do not blink first. Then Evelyn's door opens down the hall. Evelyn steps out, hair damp, hoodie on, face calm, walks toward us with normal steps, stops next to me like she belongs there. Ethan looks at her, then at me, then back at her. His eyes narrow like he's about to explode. Evelyn meets his gaze calmly. Hi. Ethan's voice jumps up a full octave. Hi? Hi? Evelyn frowns. What? Ethan points between us, shaking. You, he says. You're acting. Evelyn lifts her eyebrows. Acting what? Ethan looks at me like he's begging me to deny it. I don't, because I'm not going to lie to save myself. Look at Ethan and say evenly, we need to talk. Ethan stares, then whispers, horrified. No, Evelyn says, calm. Yes. Ethan looks like a man watching his worst prediction come true in real time. He drops into a chair, mutters, I hate both of you. Ethan sits at the kitchen table like he's been sentenced, elbows on wood, hands clasped, eyes staring into the middle distance. Less angry brother, more man processing a plot twist he didn't consent to. Evelyn stands by the counter, arms crossed. I stand between them, because that's the only position that makes sense. Ethan finally speaks, voice flat. So, nod once. So. His eyes snap to me. Don't so me, Evelyn says mildly. Ethan. He whirls on her. No, don't Ethan me. I knew it the second I asked him to let you stay. Keep tone steady. You asked because you trusted me. Ethan laughs sharp, offended. Yeah, look how that worked out. Evelyn lifts her eyebrows. You're being dramatic. Ethan points at her. You're sleeping with my roommate. Evelyn nods. Yes. Ethan looks like truth just slapped him across the face, clear throat quietly. We didn't plan it. Ethan stares. That makes it worse. Evelyn tilts her head. How is that worse? Ethan throws his hands up. Because if you planned it, at least you'd be consistent criminals. Rub forehead. Ethan. He points at me again. No, you don't get to say my name softly. That's manipulation. Evelyn's mouth twitches. He's not manipulating you. He's trying to stop you from melting. Ethan snaps. I'm not melting, I say. You're melting. Ethan glares. I hate you. Evelyn sighs and pulls out a chair. Sits down like she's clocking into a shift. Okay, she says calm. You're mad. Now say what you actually mean. Ethan opens his mouth, closes it, then looks at her, quieter. I mean, I don't want you getting hurt. Evelyn's expression softens slightly. I know. Ethan's eyes flick to me, and I don't trust him. Don't flinch. That's your right. Ethan blinks, confused by me not arguing like an idiot. I keep voice level. But you should know this. I'm not playing with her. Ethan scoffs. You say that. I'm saying it because it's true. If this was a stupid fling, I would have shut it down. I didn't. Ethan's jaw tightens. That's not comforting. Evelyn leans forward slightly. Ethan, stop talking like I'm not here. Ethan looks at her. You are here. Good, she says. Then hear me. I'm not confused. I'm not pressured. I'm not doing this because I'm staying here. Ethan's eyebrows pull together. Then why? Evelyn says simply. Because I wanted to. Ethan's face tightens like he wants to argue, but can't find an argument that doesn't insult her. His voice drops. You're in a hard situation. You're tired. You're stressed. Evelyn cuts him off, gentle but firm. I'm not fragile. Ethan looks away for a second, mutters. You're my sister. Evelyn softens. I know, and I love you. But you don't get to control my choices just because you're scared. Ethan's shoulders rise and fall once. He looks at me again, then at my hands. The way I'm standing, steady. He speaks slower. Did you even try to stop it? Answer honestly. Yes, I stopped the first time. Evelyn glances at me briefly. Ethan stares harder. And then, hold his gaze. And then she made it clear she wasn't a kid and she wasn't confused. And I wasn't going to disrespect her by pretending she didn't know what she wanted. Ethan's jaw works. He looks at Evelyn. Evelyn holds his eyes calmly. Ethan exhales sharp, then says unexpectedly, God, you're both annoying. Evelyn nods. Correct. I nod too. Correct. Ethan looks between us like he can't believe we're agreeing. He points at the ceiling. Okay, new rules. Raise a brow. Here we go. He holds up one finger. 1. No sneaking around like idiots. If you're going to do this, do it like adults. Evelyn nods. Fine. He raises a second finger. 2. No lying to me. Nod. Fine. Third finger, voice sharp again. And 3. Keep it out of the common areas. Evelyn frowns. Ethan! Ethan points at her. No, I don't want to walk into the kitchen and feel vibes. Blink. Vibes. Ethan nods, dead serious. Yes. Vibes. I don't want to see you looking at him. Evelyn stares. I'm allowed to look at people. Ethan's eyes widen. In my apartment? Rub my face again. Ethan, you don't own the air. He snaps. I own my peace. Evelyn leans back, calm as a sniper. You're not getting peace. You live with you. I choke on a laugh. Ethan whips his head toward me. Don't laugh. Force face, neutral. I'm not. Ethan glares. You are. Evelyn's mouth curves. He is. Ethan slaps his hands on the table and stands up. Voice rising. Okay, fine, whatever. You're both grown. I can't stop you. He walks a few steps, then turns back, eyes serious. But I'm watching. Nod. We know. Evelyn nods too. We know. Ethan narrows his eyes. And if either of you hurts the other, Evelyn cuts in smoothly. Then you'll be insufferable forever. Yes. Ethan stares, offended. That's not what I was going to say. Evelyn smiles faintly. It's implied. Ethan looks like he wants to argue, then sighs, defeated. He goes to the fridge, grabs a bottle of water, mutters, I can't believe this. Evelyn stands, walks over, touches his arm briefly, quietly. Thank you. Ethan pauses, nods once without looking at her. Whatever. Evelyn heads toward the hallway. As she passes me, she brushes her fingers against my hand for a second. Small, private, I don't move, don't smile. Because Ethan is still in the kitchen and apparently considers vibes a felony. Evelyn stops at her door and looks back. Good night. Keep voice calm. Good night. She disappears into her room. I stay in the kitchen a moment longer. Ethan sips water, looks at me with tired eyes. You better be serious, he says quietly. Meet his gaze. I am? He stares for a long second, then nods once. Okay. And even though he looks annoyed, he's accepted it, which is the most Ethan thing possible. One Wednesday night, come home, find Evelyn at kitchen table, laptop open, budget spreadsheet on screen again, highlighter in hand, energy drink next to it, untouched, posture rigid, focused, set keys down. You look like you're planning a bank robbery. She glances up, corner of her mouth lifts. It's called rent. Walk closer. Numbers plus dates everywhere. Paychecks, tuition payments, savings. Goal line in bold like it's a finished tape. Move out fund. NGL impressed. You're close. Her expression softens a little. A little, if nothing goes wrong. Most Evelyn's sentence imaginable. Pull out chair. Sit across from her. What's wrong? She blinks. Nothing. Raise brow. That's not your face for nothing. She hesitates, looks down at spreadsheet. I've been off. Off how? Pause. Then she says it like it's nothing. I'm tired. Stomach tightens anyway. You're always tired. She nods. This is different. Lean forward. Different how? Cheeks get warmer, not embarrassed, more like annoyed at her own body. My stomach's been weird in the mornings. Brain begins speed running probabilities. She watches my face and immediately deploys defense mechanism. It's probably stress. Keep voice calm. Maybe. She narrows eyes. Don't do that. Do what? Act like you're thinking. Stare. I am thinking. Jaw tightens. Don't. Lean back, keep tone steady. Evelyn, when was your last period? She freezes like I slapped the room. Eyes widen a fraction. Looks away fast, annoyed. I don't know. Blink. You don't know. Defensive volume rises. I don't track it like a calendar event. Hands up. Okay, fair. She stares at the table, quietly. Don't start freaking out. Keep it even. I'm not. She hits me with warning look. You're going to start being responsible. Raise brow. That's my default setting. She exhales, irritated. Exactly. Lean forward again. Listen, we're not doing panic. We're doing information. That's it. She squints. Information. Yes, we get a test. We find out. No spiraling. She stares for a long second, nods once. Fine, but you're not telling Ethan. Pause. She sees my face and points like a prosecutor. No, not yet. Nods slowly. Not yet. She relaxes a fraction, then adds, also, don't look happy. Blink. What? She glares. I saw your face. My face did nothing. She leans back. Your face did hope. Shake head. That's ridiculous. Arms crossed. It's accurate. Hold her gaze. Say it quietly because it's true. I care about you. If you're pregnant, I'm not running. Her expression softens for half a second. Then she looks away and mutters, yeah, that's the problem. Next morning, pharmacy run, not together, because Evelyn insists on maximum discretion. So, be me. Walk in alone. Feel like a criminal buying a tiny box. Walk out clutching it like contraband. Come home, slide it into a paper bag like it's classified material. She meets me in the hallway. No smile, no joke. Takes the bag, looks at it, looks up at me. Okay. Voice steady, but fingers death-gripping paper. Nod once. Okay. She disappears into bathroom. Door closes. Lean against wall and wait. 3 minutes. 3 minutes that feel longer than my entire college experience. Mid-wait, Ethan emerges from his room yawning, sees me standing in hallway like a guard dog, frowns. What are you doing? Neutral face. Nothing. He narrows eyes. That's suspicious. Stare. Go eat cereal. He squints. Why are you telling me to eat cereal? Because you always eat cereal. He takes a step closer, sniffs the air like he can smell secrets. Where's Evelyn? Don't blink. Bathroom. He nods slowly, suspicious. Then drops the worst sentence at the worst time. She better not be sick. Hart does a backflip. His eyes narrow immediately. Oh, keep tone calm. Oh, what? He stares. You reacted. I didn't. You did. You got tense. Shrug. I'm always tense around you. He opens his mouth to argue. Bathroom door opens. Evelyn steps out, face unreadable, too calm, too controlled, looks at me, then at Ethan, then says very evenly, Can you go back to your room for a minute? Ethan blinks. Why? She repeats, same even tone. Please. He stares at her, then at me. What is happening? She doesn't answer. He takes one step closer, eyes sharp. Evelyn, are you... She lifts a hand. Stop. Tone she never uses. He freezes, swallows, then does something unexpected. Backs up. Okay, I'm going. Walks back to his room, muttering under his breath. Waits until door shuts. She turns to me, eyes glossy, voice steady anyway. It's positive. Words hit the room like a dropped weight. Instinct. Step forward. Hold her. But I don't move until I see what she wants. Shoulders tense. Not fear exactly. More like bracing for impact. Keep voice low. Okay, she blinks. That's it. Step closer. Slow. That's it. That's me not panicking. She swallows. Voice gets smaller. I didn't plan this. Nod. I know. Eyes tighten. I'm trying so hard to get stable. I'm working full time. I'm saving. I'm... Cut in gently. We'll handle it. She stares. We? Yes, we. She swallows again, small, shaky laugh, just overwhelmed. You're too steady. Faint smile. That's my job. She stares at me, then steps forward and presses her forehead against my chest. Small gesture. Surrender. I wrap arms around her carefully. She doesn't fight it, just stays. First time since she moved in. She stops holding everything alone. After a moment, she whispers into my shirt. How do we tell Ethan? Exhale slowly. Badly. She laughs quietly again, pulls back, looks up. You're going to be there. Meet her eyes. Always. She holds it for a beat, nods once, firm. Okay. Wipes her face fast like she's mad at her own emotions. Squares shoulders. We tell him tonight. Nod. Tonight? She glances at Ethan's door, then back at me. If he yells, I'm leaving the apartment forever. Raise brow. He'll yell. She nods. Then I'm leaving forever. Faint smile. He'll survive. You'll survive. I'll survive. She looks at me, dead flat. You're the reason I'm pregnant. Blink. She continues, same flat tone. Maybe you should suffer more. Short laugh. Fair? She nods once, satisfied, turns toward kitchen like she's about to draft a battle plan. Watch her for a second. Not because she's stunning, because she's brave, and because I'm holding two truths at once. We're about to ruin Ethan's week, and I've never been more certain about staying. That night, decide we're telling him. Not because it's convenient, because waiting means Ethan finds out in the dumbest possible way. Pharmacy receipt, prenatal vitamins, Evelyn gagging at the smell of his precious cereal. Ethan comes home around 8, keys loud, footsteps heavier than usual, walks into living room, sees me sitting upright on the couch, sees Evelyn in armchair, hands folded like she's interviewing for a job. Immediately stops, narrows eyes. What is this? Evelyn calm. Sit down. Ethan stares like she spoke another language. I live here. I'm already standing. She repeats. Sit down. He looks at me. I give him my most neutral face. He mutters, I hate this, and sits, leans forward, elbows on knees like he's about to watch a confession video. Okay, talk. Evelyn glances at me. I nod once. She looks at Ethan and says, very evenly, I'm pregnant. Ethan doesn't react for 2 full seconds, just stares, then blinks, head tilts. What? She repeats, same calm tone. I'm pregnant. Ethan slowly turns his head toward me, slowly, like his neck is made of cement. Stares at me like I personally offended biology. Whispers, horrifyingly quiet. Anon, nod once. Yeah. His voice rises. Anon, nod again. Yeah. He looks between us, stands up so fast the chair scrapes the floor, points at me with both hands because one isn't enough. You, steady voice. Yes. Finger shakes. How? Evelyn answers, calm as always. The usual way. Ethan whips his head toward her. Do not say the usual way in my apartment. Evelyn blinks. It happened in his room. Ethan freezes, eyes widen, turns back to me, voice tight. In your room. Nod once. Yes. He looks like betrayal is making him lightheaded. Paces 2 steps, stops, looks at ceiling. Okay. Points at Evelyn. How far along? Not far, we just found out. His hands go to his head, paces again, then stops and looks at her with a different expression. Less anger, more concern. Voice drops. Are you okay? Her face softens a little. I'm processing. He nods once. Then concern expires and he snaps back to me like a rubber band. And you, what is your plan? I answer immediately. I'm staying. He blinks. I keep going, steady and clear. I'm not disappearing. I'm not dodging this. Whatever Evelyn decides, I'm here. I'll support her. I'll do the work. He stares at me, then looks at Evelyn. She nods once, small, his shoulders lower a fraction. Then his brain remembers his assigned role, and he gets offended again. Points at the air between us. And you too? You were hiding it. Evelyn. We found out today. Ethan squints. And you hid it for several hours. Blink. Ethan. He holds up a hand. No, don't. I deserve to be upset. Evelyn raises brow. You deserve to stop pacing before you wear a hole in the carpet. Ethan snaps. This carpet has suffered enough. Then he stops, breathes, says something I don't expect. Okay, I frown. Okay? He looks at Evelyn, asks quietly, Do you want to keep it? Her fingers tighten together. She glances at me, then back. I don't know yet. He nods. That's fair. Looks at me again. If you say anything stupid right now, I will throw you out the window. Nod. Understood. He sits down slower, stares at the floor. 10 seconds of pure silence, then mutters, defeated. My sister moved in for a couple of months to fix up the place. And now, we have a baby. Evelyn calmly. Yes. Ethan looks up, horrified. Why are you calm? Because if I panic, I'll implode. Ethan turns to me. Why are you calm? Honest answer. Because I'm not scared of responsibility. He squints. I hate how respectable that sounds. Evelyn's mouth twitches. You do. Ethan points at her. Stop. Evelyn, no. Ethan looks between us, exhausted, leans back like a man accepting his fate. Okay, ground rules? Me, quiet sigh. Ethan! He raises a finger. 1, I don't want to hear anything. Ever. Not a sound, not a clue, not a vibe. Evelyn, Ethan, second finger. 2, you are both going to act normal in the common areas. Me, fine. Evelyn, fine. Third finger, voice quieter now. 3, you don't do this alone. Her expression softens. He looks at her directly. I'm mad. I'm furious. I'm going to be unbearable for a week. Evelyn nods. I believe that. He continues. But I'm still your brother, so if you need rides or food or help, you ask. Her eyes warm. Okay. He turns to me again, points but less violently. Voice drops. If you hurt her, I will bury you. Hold his gaze. Nod once. You won't need to. I'll pay for college myself. Your sister will rest. I'll take the blame for my actions, even though I'm happy. Your sister will definitely finish her studies. He stares, then nods once, satisfied. Slumps deeper into couch. Silence again. Then he mutters, I'm going to be an uncle. Evelyn soft. Yeah. He shakes head slowly. I can't believe this. She looks at him. You'll survive. He glares. Don't use my lines on me. Her lips curve slightly. You taught them to me. Abruptly he stands and heads to kitchen. Voice brisk like he can outrun emotions with chores. Okay, I'm making food. Evelyn blinks. You don't cook. Ethan snaps. I'm learning. I stare. What are you making? He opens a cabinet like it personally wronged him. I don't know, something responsible. Pulls out a box of pasta, stares at it like it's written in ancient runes, turns back to us dead serious. How do you boil water? Me and Evelyn just stare. Evelyn calm. Ethan. He points at the pot. Don't judge me. I stand up. I'll do it. He glares. No, I'm contributing. Evelyn stands too. I'll help. Ethan freezes, looks at her. Expression softens just slightly. Okay. So now it's the three of us in the kitchen, me guiding. Ethan pretending he isn't terrified of a stove. Evelyn watching with a small, tired smile. In the middle of Ethan aggressively stirring pasta like it owes him money. Realize something. We didn't just survive the conversation. We became a team. And for the first time since the test, the future doesn't feel heavy. It feels possible.